Okay, so here we go. This is the second critique. This is the after video of the first training day, class 313. Um, we'll start off here. You can see, based off of her previous form, she is no longer reaching out in front of her body. Yes, for a brief second it is in front, but not as it was before. Right now her hip has not yet passed over her foot, but once she makes contact, you can see that in the next frame it's already almost there. So although the timing could be better, it's a huge improvement from what we had before. So very, very nice. Also, in addition to that, you can see that before she used to have that parachute. That rear leg was always hanging out back there. She would just push off and it would stay there lingering. Now it's a lot more proactive. It's moving forward the whole time. See it? Every frame, that leg is pulling forward. This one here. Watch that leg. See how she's pulling it? Right there. That's how she gets her figure four, and she has a nice little pose going on. That's an old habit of heel striking. We have to watch this over and over again to really eliminate this old habit. It's everyone has it in there, and we have to drill it out of you. But for the most part, at least you're not reaching out in front as much. I would venture to guess that this is her, aka her dumb leg, meaning the one that doesn't respond as well as the other. You can see that she's reaching out a lot more in front than the other leg. The other one, see, she pulls it in short, which is a little bit better than the last one. And you can see it here as well. Her left leg here is nice and short, and then her right leg reaches out for a heel strike. So work on that. Your right leg needs to be as smart as your left leg, and that's going to improve your overall efficiency. Other than that, you got a proud chest, your eyes are forward, and no excessive arm swing, so you're looking much, much better. Nice work. We're going to keep working it and finding faults. Now we got Glenna. Glenna has made a drastic improvement. For one, you can see that she's not heel striking anymore. She's a lot more conscious of it. At its very, very best, there's a slight bend in the knee. If you take a close look at it, you can see that it's kind of, that's a crappy line, but you get the idea. It's not a straight leg like it was before. And one thing is for sure, she is not heel striking. She is actually preparing to land with the forefoot. Another thing that I like about her landing with the forefoot is, watch this leg here. This leg here is going to move with every single frame forward. So she doesn't waste any time. She's already kicking this leg forward so that way she can start getting into the pose. You want to be into the pose. Anytime that you're outside of this pose is inefficient. So her next step, it's her ambition to get into the next pose as fast as possible, and you see that she's doing it. This leg is also doing a good job of moving forward, although the other leg is better. So very nice job for Glenna. No more heel striking. Also, her eyes are forward, and her arms are in a way better position than previously in the other video. So good stuff. Alright, now we got Patricia. Patricia also made a huge improvement. Today you can see that we have a nice little pose going on right there, but it's not so much the pose, as we already know, it's everything in between. She is no longer that one there. She's reaching out with her heel, but that's a foot problem, not a knee problem. If she just relaxes her foot, then the foot will land where it's supposed to. What I mean that it's not a knee problem is that if you take a look at the knee, there's a bend in it. So at least she's not heel striking with a straight knee. Before, when she was heel striking, like most of you guys, she would heel strike with a straight knee. For her, she's got the bent knee, which that's working in her favor. So for Patricia, I'll tell you, relax your foot so that you can get better traction. Once she makes contact with the ground, look at this rear leg. This is fan-double-tastic. You see that? It's moving forward. As soon as she falls and all that pressure is on her forefoot, her objective is to move this knee that way. Don't waste any time from there all the way through. Okay? Her arms are pinched back like they should be. Her eyes are forward. And in regards to her lean, she is leaning in a nice pose. Sorry, bad line. Are there things we can improve? Absolutely. We're going to keep sharpening some things, but Patricia did a very, very nice job, especially for the first day. So keep it up and keep practicing those drills. Next one, let's see who's up. All right. Now for Marie, we are not heel striking anymore. We're not reaching out with our heel, but we are sort of, we're jumping a little bit. We're getting a lot of vertical oscillation. We're not heel striking, so I'm happy about that. And the forefoot is absorbing most of the impact. You also have a nice bend in the knee, and you have a proactive leg in regards to pushing it forward so that you can find your pose. That right there is a glorious pose. What we need from you, though, is to get rid of the bouncing. See all that bouncing? That bouncing is ineffective. If from here to here is 24 inches or 2 feet, then you are running 30 inches by bounding. Yeah, so get the shortest distance between point A and point B is a straight line. You want to keep it a straight line. What's going to help you with that is visualizing running on hot coals. If you visualize running on hot coals, then you won't have to jump. You'll just support yourself on your support leg and then pick it up with the hamstring from the ground up. We're going to work on this all week, but watch this video some more because we have to get rid of this. You have tons of potential right there. Look at this. That's a freaking awesome pose. But with that bounciness, you're eliminating some of that efficiency that looks so good. But look at that rear leg. That's awesome. Your rear leg is so much better than what it was before. If you watch the other video, you'll notice that you used to have a real lazy leg and you used to push off. Here, both feet are off the ground. That's running. Remember, running is either one foot off the ground or both feet off the ground. In our case, we are pose runners. We want to run without both feet. We want to be weightless. Very nice improvement. Good stuff. Oh, this here is huge. Big change. Here, she's landing with her forefoot. She is reaching out a little bit. Remember that I want you guys to relax your foot. You can see that she's reaching for the ground. Just trust your instincts. Trust your body. Just relax the foot and everything will be fine. You'll see here she's not landing with the heel anymore, and she has a nice slight bend in the knee, which is going to keep her safe. When her hip goes over and her foot makes contact with the ground, that's what we want right there. See? If you look at her hip, her general center of mass is directly over it. Here, she is wide, like everyone is going to be at some point, but nothing is touching the ground. She's weightless. When she touches the ground, she's in a figure 4, and her general center of mass is over her ankle, which is what we want. This goes for all of you. Watch all your videos, and that's the truth for you. The truth for you now in this second video is that you are now learning how to run a little bit more weightless. So, awesome. Frank has a smart left leg, and his right leg is the one that's sort of working against him. His left leg is flirting with the idea of heel striking, but I know that he's not heel striking because when he's struck, he has a slight bend in the knee, and you can see it right there thanks to the striped shorts. Um, I also know that most of the weight is on his forefoot, so that's good. And what we're looking for in the next frame is his leg gonna move forward? So let's see, slow motion. Yep, it moved forward. So he has a proactive leg in the rear. Let's see it again next frame. Still moving forward, awesome. And when he has his GCM, or his general center of mass, it's right over the ankle. So that's awesome. So that leg is okay. Okay, we give that leg for this particular day, being that it's your first day, we'll give it a B minus. The other one, on the other hand, that one gets a C minus. Okay, it's a C minus. Why? Because it's heel striking with a straight knee. That's way too straight. Okay, you're also making contact with the ground when your hip is over here. Remember what I said in the previous with the previous athlete. When you're making contact with the ground, your hip has to be over that point of contact. That's what makes a wheel, right? If we have a big wheel, we have the spoke in the center. We want to make contact with the ground directly underneath, right? And the less things we have contact with, the better. We don't want to have a flat tire that's making contact with the ground in all sorts of different places. Yeah, and that's what we have whenever we make contact with the ground too soon. So remember, work on the dumb leg. The other leg, look, again, nice, not as bad as that one. This one here, you flirted with the knee, but you still landed properly on the forefoot. Look at that awesome pose you got right there. You look really good. You just got to work on a dumb leg like we all do. So, very nice work, but back to work as always. Salomon, it's being a lot, I guess after warming up and going through the drill some, he's being a lot more proactive with that rear leg. Here, his heel striking is not really there. He's making contact with the heel first, but most of the pressure is going to be moving on to his forefoot. We'll notice that as his hip goes from there to here, that he hits that perfect line. You see that perfect line with the pose? That's exactly what we want right there, is a straight line from here to here. That leg's going to reach out. Uh-oh, we found the dumb leg. This one here's got a heel strike. We have to eliminate that heel strike. Let's see if he adjusts. Yeah, so for Salomon, he's not really a heel striker. He's just pretending to be. It's an old habit of his to reach out like that with the heel. So for Salomon, big key is relax the foot. Don't do anything with the foot. Run with your upper leg and let your lower leg be instinctive. Control this stuff, not this. Okay? Overall, he's an awesome runner though. Look at that. That's a great pose. Who's next? All right, Sean. Sean's so much better now. Now, we've really cleaned up his running. Every time that his GCM, or his general center of mass, is over the ground, he's in a perfect pose right there. So we no longer have that leg in the back that used to just hang out there for no freaking reason. Now everything is nice and tight, tucked in, as it should be. Yeah? Whenever he does go out, you'll see that now both feet are off the ground. He's got some air there, and he's also being proactive in pulling this leg. With every frame, you'll see that that leg is moving forward. Looks like his left is a little bit brighter than his right leg also. Look at his right leg. It just, the turnover of it is a lot better than that of the other one. But right there, we have the nice figure 4, and we have beautiful lean. In addition, we have our T-Rex arms, eyes forward, looking good. Looking good. A lot more cyclical too. He's got a nice wheel going on when he runs. And that is it. Very good. So I hope you guys find value in these videos. Take a look at them. Watch yourself, as I said in the previous videos, and watch your peers. You're going to learn turns from their mistakes, and they're going to learn turns from you. So yeah, just keep practicing your drills. Remember the Michael Jackson and the bouncing up and down to get your lean on. So I'll see you guys next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.